started doing these Zoom classes during the COVID pandemic, and they were quite successful. People enjoyed them. They enjoyed the fact that they could sit in their own little studio or room and look over the brush, and they've been very successful. So I've carried on basically, and we're into about the fourth or fifth sort of run of them now. So I'll just explain a little bit about how the sessions are run and what goes on during them. Well, sort of medium, but I'm just introducing that through. In the painting classes, we generally start with a given subject. It's a landscape subject. It might be an aspect of the landscape, like buildings. It might be an aspect of the landscape, such as sunlight or rain. And we work a topic through together. They're 2 hours long, and generally I'll do a section, and then I will pause for those that's painting along to do a section. Some people, however, just sort of sit and watch the sessions. The sessions at the end are sent on as a link to a full recording, and during the recording, the bits where I've paused to allow people to paint and catch up are sort of cut off. So the recordings are generally about an hour long, and we talk through each process. Questions are asked through the chat, etc., and they vary in their sort of technicality. Lately, I'm intending to introduce 1 or 2 sessions which are meant to be just watch sessions, because I can produce then far more complex painting and then send on the video for folk to try in their own time. Because of course during the normal 2-hour session, basically I've got an hour to paint, and so have you. So they vary a little bit. I'm open to suggestions on topics and things as well. And also at the end, we do a sort of critique on people's best works. So you're in a waiting room, as usual with Zoom. You come in and we start this process. If I do a stage, you'll do a stage. And we complete a whole picture in each session that way. Okay? The thing to say about these painting sessions as well is that if you're an absolute beginner, then frankly they're not for you. On my website there is a video called Beginners Please, which deals with all the basic watercolour methods and techniques, and I would recommend getting that first and studying that at length, and then when you're sort of up to speed with all the basic elements and ways to use watercolour, by all means come and join us. These are intended for people who've been painting in watercolour a little while and would consider themselves sort of more intermediate. Okay, so there is that little link that's just come up on screen for you to use for the beginners video. More action there. The sketching sessions are an hour in duration, and they deal with a similar sort of subject matter to the painting sessions. So they're a nice sort of overlap, because with watercolour being a transparent medium, and if you want to sort of paint and draw traditional things that look like they look, then you need to be able to draw, you know. So it's a real pleasure actually to do, and a real asset to have. So they're an hour long. Once again, we'll pick a subject or a topic. The one here is rocks and cliffs, etc. And then we deal with that sort of subject matter. The technical level ranges from, you know, relatively easy subjects through to more complex subjects, such as this one. So once again, if you haven't picked up a pencil in an age, then you're better off going to the video site. The link again is here, and getting the introduction to sketching video, because that shows you all the basic elements of how to sketch. as the painting class is, this is intended for people that have been drawing and sketching a bit and want to sort of hone their technique and improve their sort of techniques. So we watch it develop. The screen is sort of split. This isn't a true representation really, because the image is usually in the corner of the screen as well, so you can see both things as they come along. And you can ask questions once again as I progress, if anything pops into your head. And as with the painting, this is then sent as a video after the event for you to redigest it and have a little go yourself. The people who come on the drawing ones, because it seems like quite a hard thing to watch someone sketching for an hour, but they tell me it goes very, very quickly and they are actually very informative. I don't spend much time hanging around. I'm quite a rapid sketcher, which I suppose comes from working outdoors. So that's the sketching, and the sketching comes on the same day, which is a Wednesday, and it comes after the painting sessions. Painting 10 till 12, and the sketching 1 till 2. And there is, of course, a little finished sketch of Cwm Nash. So there you go. All the details should be on the screen now. It really is great fun. There is actually a Facebook page as well, where people who take part can comment, they can show each other their work, etc. And people have found that very helpful too. So yeah, come and join us. Have a go.